All right, it's December 5th, 2021. I'm out here in Pomona at the Fairplex for the Pomona Auto Swap Meet, as we've been doing. This is like the third swap meet since it's come back. And this is the third one I'm going to film. It is very foggy out here. I've actually been here an hour and a half already since it was dark out, and I swear the fog has actually gotten worse. So I'm going to go shoot this video. You can still see the cars up close, so we'll get what we can. But I'm going to go through the car corral area, which is pretty good, pretty extensive this time, and there's a lot more cars still rolling in. Right now it's about 7:30, and you can see it's just really bad fog. In fact, it was kind of scary driving down here. But let's go check out what's here. There's a van rolling in out of the fog. Said visibility was hardly anything this morning, unfortunately. And it was a little scary driving over here, but I did get down there just to shoot this video for you guys. Check out this late 50s Corvette. I'm not going to edge in on those guys. In a 63. This guy actually lives out by me, because I see this car at local cruise nights and shows fairly often. And it's another 63 coupe as well. I think I mentioned in the last video I was picking up a 74 Amc Matador. I did pick that car up. I'm not quite ready to put it on the channel. It's at my house. I did get it running. It needs the carb rebuilt. I ordered a carb kit for it. Basically, I ordered a bunch of stuff from Rock Auto, and just like Rock Auto always is, all the parts I need are on the East Coast warehouse. So, waiting for those, and that video will be up. And I also, at the same estate sale, I picked up a 71 Buick Skylark with a very rusty top for a very reasonable price, and I actually flipped that, and that money will be going, the money from that car, the money I made is going to go into the Matador. So and the guy's picking up that car. I'm going to probably just do a short video on the Skylark, since I did save it from the crusher. The guy was actually getting ready to donate it because he didn't think anybody'd want it, and of course the donation yard definitely would have sent it to pick apart. You know, they would just send it straight away because it was so bad. It's a 57 fuel injected Vet for $125,000. Show you this here. Okay, and as always, our rule for swap meet videos is you see the phone number, check the date of the video. If it's more than like a month or two, don't call the guy, because he probably has sold it by then, most likely. Although I'm walking around, I've seen some of the same cars I saw for sale 2 months ago here, so who knows, all bets are off. But here's a 66 Vet, no price, 327, 365 horse, 4-speed project car. There's an old parking permit from Hermosa Beach. So the 71 Skylark is sold, but I did get some great video of the car, so I'll probably just do like a short, it'll be like a less than 5 minute long video, because that's all the footage I really shot on the car, since I didn't really do any work on the car. But it is one that got saved thanks to me looking for records for my other channel, which is Mike Finds Things. So while looking for records for that channel at estate sales, I found 2 cars and saved 2 cars from the crusher. So kind of weird how that works. But if you like old records, check out the second channel, Mike Finds Things. Another Stingray here. So, and of course, that's a lot of what this channel's about, is saving a lot of these old cars. So, and I'm hoping to have the Matador on the road by the end of the year for the pre-Rose Parade cruise on December 31st. That's my goal. We'll see if I can pull that one off. Got more Stingrays. The cars continue to roll in. I just don't see this fog lifting anytime soon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is kind of weird.
I don't know what else we have coming up for you. So I'll have probably the Skylark video up at least to the next week or so. And then I'm going to wait till I have some more footage of getting the Matador up on the road again before I start posting that one. And I did do a little bit of work to the 59 Ford, but that's not running yet due to a bad starter solenoid, which I have that car parked at my old shop, which I'm not over there that often. So while waiting for the guy to show for the Skylark, I worked on the 59 Ford. See, cars are just rolling on in here. So in other channel news, I got a car show entry for the Moon Eyes event the week before Grand National Roadster Show. I think it's January 20th at Irwindale Raceway, and I got an entry for that show, so I'll be doing that. That's one I need to get to early for a parking spot, because I guess the last time when they tried to do the Ford show there, it filled up pretty quick. So I'm going to be at that show. I'm still doing Grand National Roadster Show, and yeah, so we got a busy January definitely. December is tough because not a lot of car shows due to the holidays, and a car dealership down in Hemet decided to, I'll show you this C10 here that's for sale, 72 for $39,000. So that's a short bed. You know, these are bringing some money these days. Anyhow, this car dealership down in Hemet decided to set up 5 YouTube channels, count them 5, steal footage from my car show, my LA car show video, LA auto show video, as well as other people's LA auto show videos. All he did was take the footage as it was, put a 30-second ad for his car dealership in front of it, post it on YouTube. So I know I complain about the copyright filter a lot on YouTube, but it caught it. And so first time I thought it'd be nice, he had 7 days to take it down or he got a copyright strike. So I did that the first time, and then every day he'd kept doing this. So I just kept flagging it but saying immediate takedown after that, because I actually even left a message saying you do not have permission to use the video. So it took pretty much the whole week. Finally, YouTube took down his entire channel. I'm guessing other people complained as well. All right, so the moral of the story is, if you're gonna do a YouTube channel, don't just go steal other people's videos. So, but sometimes, like I said, the YouTube copyright filter thing does work in your favor. In that instance, we have a look at this 40 Ford Coupe. See what he wants for this one. Mine is still in my driveway. It is still not running. This one could be used for $40,000.
Yeah, get a good picture of this.
Oh, here we go. We got a video of it. We got people with a big block Chevy in it. Mine does not have a big block Chevy. Mine has a flathead in it, but 700 horsepower, fresh engine. It's kind of hard to tell the paint on these because there's just dew everywhere. In fact, my hair is sopping wet just from the moisture out here. Here we go, a 1930 Dodge. Engines are rebuilt 236 from a 52 truck, asking $20K. And then it says it makes twice the power, lets you drive this one on the freeway. It's a neat old Dodge. Alright, so I think that's about all of our channel announcements.
Hell yeah.
Look at this little 5-window coupe with a early Hemi in it. So, another thing I will say about the LA Auto Show video is electric car people do not have a good sense of humor, and that's all I will say about that after that video experience. So if you do a video and you make fun of electric car people don't have a sense of humor. I drive a Pacer, and I used to drive Edsels. I have a really good sense of humor about what I drive. 47 Chevy Fleetline, $27K. This one's looks pretty nice. It's older paint job. I don't think it's original paint, but it's a real neat car. So like I said, unfortunately, electric car people, they've got some ways to go before they have a sense of humor about what they drive, unfortunately. It's a nice 56 Ford. I still need to find a steering wheel for my 59. But I need to get it running first. I actually took the ignition switch off my 59 yesterday, and it actually fell apart in my hand after I pulled it out of the dash, so I got one on order. This one's got the big 312 4-barrel in there, according to the fender at least. So it could be yours for $32,500. Unfortunately, I don't think this video is going to do a lot of these cars justice due to the fact that there's just mist on everything. Then each Chevy convertible. This one's going to be used for $45,051. This one's $28,000 for a 48 Chevy. There's a 48 Ford cab over. Yours for $55,000. There's the number. Once again, the rule on this is obviously check the date of the video before you start calling. Use your best judgment. A lot of cars, I think I always mention this, a lot of them aren't for sale. A lot of people just come here just to park their cars. I got this 54 Pontiac, no price on that one. In fact, a lot of clubs come out here with their cars and line them up.
$65,000 for it.
Next week, I believe we have an event with the Rambler Club again. I'm not sure yet, so I think they're still finalizing details for that. And I'm trying to see if there's any larger car shows next weekend. Nice Model A Roadster here. I'm gonna walk over there. This one's $13,500. If that'll come through in the video or not. Fortunately, he's right up here on the barricades. Got a nice 80s Porsche. Speaking of which, we did the Radwood show a couple weeks ago. So if you like 80s and 90s cars, go have a look at that video. That was a lot of fun to go shoot and hang out with friends all day. And I scored some very, very valuable records at a thrift store down the street after I left that. And those wound up on the other channel. Found a very rare Funk 45. It goes for between $150 to $400 on Discogs. This 56 was here last time.
Her boyfriend?
And look at this 56. So a lot of these aren't for sale, so you should kind of get an idea of what's here. Well, this is a 40 pickup. I can't even tell how many cars are in the car corral, how far back it goes. It's so foggy, so no idea to know what the turnout is here versus last time. It is kind of cold this morning as well. Yeah, I'm really excited about the Matador. It's a factory 360 V8 car with power steering, power brakes, and air conditioning. It's got a really nice patina to it. And it's kind of one of those bucket list cars for me. So.
What are you filming for, sir?
YouTube.
Awesome.
YouTube. Got this 57 Ford wagon. Ranch wagon 2-door. So the Matador, hopefully the transmission's good and everything else, but story on it I got was it was an old lady's car. She couldn't drive anymore and it just kind of got shoved in the backyard. So that's usually what I like to hear. It's a neat old Chevy. Have a look at this. This one doesn't have a for sale on it either.
And I remember coming home.
There's a 4-speed in it.
You know, they have those plastic.
I'm not gonna bother these guys.
It hurt the truck.
55 Ford panel. Those are the 55 Chevy 2-door wagon. 50 Pontiac. This one could be yours for $13,000. I don't know if I can get that there. That one's a 4-door. There's a neat Cadillac. Second time I had to shoot this one because somebody rolled through cranking some music, but this one's actually a Fleetwood 1953 for $25,000 or best offer. It's a very sharp car. I have that 56 that belonged to my father, the Eldorado Convertible, which you saw in the Palm Springs video I did at the Casual Concourse. My father owned a lot of Cadillacs in his time, so he had a lot of neat 50s and 60s and even 70s Cadillacs. And the only one I kept, the only one I still have of his is the 56. It's a neat Mercury. This one's been converted to Chevy power. Walk around some more. Here's one of the car clubs that's still setting up. And a 62 Impala coming in. Fortunately, not much visibility today. But, old Model T. And of course, a Model A Woody. If you like the brass era stuff, the Holiday Motor Excursion is coming up in Arcadia on December 26th, the day after Christmas. I'm going to go there and film that where they take off from in Arcadia. They actually go over the San Gabriel Valley with brass era cars. I believe 1932 is the cutoff for that one. Stock vehicles, not modified. And they always draw some really interesting cars like steam cars and Model Ts and all sorts of interesting stuff. And usually Jay Leno comes out for that one as well. So I'll be going out to shoot that one. But if you go to the meetup point, a lot of people show up with later cars, of course, but they don't go on the actual excursion. All right, so you got this Dodge flatbed. Oh, I thought it was a car hauler at first. A lot of guys take these old COEs and turn them into car haulers. This one they did not. I have a Olds 88 sedan.
Came out of high school at like a 11-foot boulder. Ended up going 17 at Mountain Sack and then hauled it up.
Real nice Chevy convertible, Fleet Master, early 40s. Guessing what, about 41 or so. Neat 52 Chevy Tinwoody. There you go, 55 wagon. Mercury Monterey to a hardtop. So as an example, some of the clubs that are set up. And unfortunately, a lot of them bring their own music, which doesn't help my cause very much, but we'll just walk through there as quickly as possible. Sure, that's 58 Impala that's rolling in. That one's seen better days. Got a Lamborghini SUV. There's a 48 Chevy cab over next to a Honda 600 Coupe.
Yeah, you can get about 47.
I like how it says
Got 45,000 miles on it.
Not going to get too close in there. There's a lot of people having a hard look at it. Another Project 64 Impala Super Sport. Could be yours for $17,000. AC car with title. Honestly, that's probably about going rate these days. Seems like.
Hey, you guys, as soon as you can,
The C10 pickup 83 for $6. Like this old Toronado here, front wheel drive. This one's a 68. You can be yours for $6,500. As I said, the video is not going to give these cars too much justice because of the moisture on the cars. Look at the Chevy Woody Caprice. Cars continue to roll in. Well, Ford bump side. The 409 62 Impala 409 car, 58,000. 409 with 2 4 barrels. And something you don't see very often, a 1958 Buick. This one is $50,000. You can't see the interior due to the mist on the window there. Very nice Buick. I don't think I mentioned this. I did actually sell the Ranchero that was on the channel. This was a 39 Buick Roadmaster for $30,000. I sold the Ranchero I had. Honestly, the video on that car got hardly any views, and I found that Matador and I had to kind of make some space for it. So it's gone. And here's kind of a rare one. This is an 85 Fox body Mustang 5.0 SSP car that was originally for the Highway Patrol. It was the California Highway Patrol car. Could be yours for $18,500. And there's another Fox body. There's a GT over here. Last time I brought mine, the convertible LX90, and people were leaving notes on it, and I wasn't really interested in selling it. That's not my marquee. Mine's out in the parking lot where it belongs. Look at this Ford 60s Ford pickup, 4-wheel drive. How about a Fleetwood limousine? We got a 62 Thunderbird. Some Kabirs for $7,600. And hate to say it, these do pop up for sale a lot. So I think you might be a little bit high on that price there. $37,500 for a 62 Impala two-door hardtop. So those are late 50s and then 60s Thunderbirds. A lot of those survived for some reason. So, in fact, I had a 64 given to me about 3 or 4 years ago that I went and sold because I really wasn't into it. But it's a nice Eldorado Convertible. So it's a 76, so it's a smogger. Could be yours for $18,500. It's very clean. Fortunately, in California, people are probably looking for a 75 in that more than a 76 due to the smog issues. In fact, there was a 75 on the Lemons Rally. If you watched my Lemons Rally video from early November, that was like kind of left for dead on this guy's property. He got it running, been sitting about 30, 40 years. And he took it on Lemons Rally. He actually got one of the awards. And they dressed like Big and Little Enos from the Smokey and the Bandit movie. It's a neat Grand Prix. So he got himself a barber pole. You find all kinds of stuff out here. 76 Grand Prix for $12,000. But I think we're planning to maybe do the Lemons Rally next year in the Matador. It's a 65 GTO for $21,000. Oh, it's a clone, not a real one. Let's say for that price, that's a good price for a real one. Nova wagon for $6,800 that runs. The inline 6 250. A little bit of rust issues. So we're gonna try to get the Matador going for next year. It's a nice Monte Carlo. This might be the one I keep seeing at the Long Beach swap meet. There's a few of those that keep popping up. '" 2004 Thunderbird for $12,000. A Falcon Gasser with a Chevy motor in it. Actually, I saw this one with the hood up earlier. This guy has a pair of international ice cream trucks. See here, 64 International Metro. I almost bought it was a 71 or 73 AM General ice cream truck from a neighbor a few years ago. I waited too long to go ask her about it, and she offered it to a relative who wound up picking it up. But these have become real popular for redoing and, you know, redoing the insides on. These look like they came out of the same ice cream place. Very bare bones. But people are restoring those now. It's a 48 Chevy Fleetline for $8,500. Unfortunately, I'm going to probably miss the next line or two because there's a lot of music being played over there. This is actually Ane from the Rambler AMC Club. The guy who runs the Rambler AMC Club, this is his car. And he said he's not necessarily selling it, he just brought it so they could park over here. So they could bring it over here and get their truck in. There's a 74 Ford F-250, 5500, with a new motor, so. Does have a little bit of rust issues up there on the top. And $20,000 for a Corvette convertible. And $15,000 for a '66 Chevy C10 pickup. And a '39 Ford Deluxe four-door sedan. No price on it, but there's the information.
Had the prettiest demo.
I usually say if there's no price on it, they don't actually want to sell it. So that's always my theory, and I stand by that theory. Because you have to know where you're coming from. '66 Galaxy XL, $14,500. I'm gonna try to crawl in there. There's a Ranchero, like the one I just sold, except mine was all beat up. So it could be yours for $25,000. It still has the 6-cylinder. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get anywhere near that for mine. Another Ranchero, no price on that one either. This one's $6,000 for this '76 Chevy. And '67 Thunderbird. This one could be yours for, ooh, this one needs a lot of help. For $9,500 with a 390. I think that price might be a little bit out of line. I bought one of those that was nicer than that about 10 years ago for about $500. Well, that was a good deal though, even then, but the suicide door Thunderbirds just haven't really caught on, even to this day. It's a neat old Jeep pickup truck. Here in the Willis area. And a 4-wheel drive with a manual transmission. This guy wants a lot of attention. Okay, this guy claims this car has 5,240 miles on it original. And he says it's been in storage since '78. $56,000 for a '68 Camaro RS with a 327. And I don't know. You be the judge. Is it 5,400 or is it 100,400? Could be. I mean, if it's sat in a garage and all that. We got a Hellman Convertible project. No price, no sign. Looks like this was actually used at the LA County Fair back in '86. These Goliaths, these are Volkswagen based cars. Let's see if I can get around here.
Whose is this? Anybody know?
It's a Chevy, early Chevy van, 90 series Shorty. There's the phone number, no price on it.
And then
Comes with an extra motor there.
That's a stock engine.
I was supposed to get one of these, but the longer version. And the guy backed out of the deal, and then he turned around and put it back up online for sale for more money. And then I'm not sure if he ever sold it or not. And buy a bunch of bicycles here. A Datsun King Cab pickup truck from the 1980s. This is a neat AMX. This one could be yours, no price. MG, I believe that's the Magnet. 63 MG for $3,900. All right. I think the fog is beginning to lift slightly. Okay, I'm not sure how much of this area I'm going to be able to film, do all the stereos playing. It's kind of a neat, ratty 52 Chevy pickup. It'll be used for $13,000. Get some more footage. What's going on the door? It's got a modern Chevy steering wheel in that one. Got a 64 coming through. So could be yours for $30,000 for this 67 Camaro. Let's have a look here. I'm going to quickly show you the 64 Dart GT. There's a car club like right there cranking music. This one is $7,000. Says it's on a non-op. I'm sure he's willing to negotiate. It's got black plates on it. Last tagged in 18, so it hasn't been parked that long. A little bit of weight reduction there in the quarter panel. But that is that, and I need to stop this clip before YouTube flags it. There's a nice 70 El Camino. I already checked. He didn't put a price, so he probably doesn't want to sell it. Where I got the Matador and the Skylark, they actually had two El Caminos, but he sold those pretty much immediately. Or I might have been able to scoop one of those up. I think they were both 70 or 70. I think one was a 72 and one was a 70. It's a nice 65 convertible with a 396 Super Sport. Console with automatic with a clock in it. And the twin antennas. This is a 69 Camaro Rally Sport. Could be yours for $69,000. It's a Plymouth Satellite with a 383 hood from a Roadrunner convertible. A lot of people crowd around that one. Their Monte SS. Oh. Look at this engine swap on this gun. National Harvester. This could be yours for $50,000.
I got a goldfish.
Bonneville four-door. Could be yours for $13,000. Seems like it's a lot for a four-door in my opinion. Especially with the goofy wheels. The 80s are over. Actually, those are 80s. There's good 80s wheels and there's bad 80s wheels, and those aren't the good ones. And we'll just leave it at that. I'll show you some of this old school third-gen Econoline van. So it's even got the scoop there, the air vent scoop up there. This is straight up out of the 1970s. It's like it had side pipes on it too at one time. And that might be, it says Contempo. I'm not sure if that was one of the packages done by Ford or if it was a dealer stripe package that was offered, but Very original, and that would be right at home at any of the van events. In fact, there's SoCal Slow Ride. I know we got a lot of van people on the channel. SoCal Slow Ride's coming up January 2nd, where they cruise the Palos Verdes Peninsula in vintage vans. So I'm planning to go to that again. I've shot it, I believe, twice already. It's always nice to see custom vans on the channel. It's a very nice Monte SS. Actually, the fog is lifting now, so we should be able to see more of these cars. Oh man, just 59 Impala here. Doesn't have a price on it. I think a lot of these guys are finally wiping down these cars because now you're not getting the mist on them like you were. Actually, my hair's still wet though.
Oh my God, there's a lot in one.
864 Galaxy. And a 63 Impala Convertible. I like this Corvette RT. And my buddy Jimmy just picked up a 66 Corvette. This one's a 67. 39,500. Buddy Jimmy just got a 66 two-door hardtop, not an RT, 318 car. Needing a lot of work. I found the ad online, sent it to him, and he picked it up for a, let's just say it was a steal of a price. So I owed him back for finding that 59 Plymouth wagon that I still have, and so I definitely repaid him there. And he's planning to build that car for duct tape drags next year. So I think we're going to try to go out to duct tape drags in Tucson together, and I'm going to probably take the Matador as the plan to have both. He's gonna have his car done and I'll have my car done by then. So 67 RT, this is 37,500 with a 440. So our Mopar video did real well, the fall fling. So we're glad to have the Mopar shows back as well. This lifted truck. So I have the video from the Mopar show on the channel. I think that one was over an hour long, or just about an hour long. And this guy was here last time with this Rambler convertible. Here, I think 17,000. I saw this one when I was walking around earlier. I'm hoping I'm not too close to music that's over there. There's a 58 Impala Convertible. Looks extremely original. It's got like an old 70s Delco AM/FM in it though, but looks to be straight out of a barn. I'm not sure if he's selling it, but I assume he's leaving it just like this because it's just really cool, just straight out of a barn condition, which is kind of what I'm looking to do. And once I get the 40 on the road, I'm just going to leave it as it is. As soon as time and money surface to do that car. There's a Corvette that's not in the Corvette section.
Okay, I'll go with
56. Could be yours for 100K. This one looks to be awfully original as well. Probably been repainted though. There's a 62 Falcon. This is best offer. And I said I just sold the Falcon Ranchero, the 64. It was a bit of a struggle to sell that one, but finally got it done. Fortunately, Falcons are easy to get parts for, and they're an easy car to restore. So if you're getting into collector cars, that's a good one to go with. A lot of parts availability. A lot of stuff is same as Mustang. This one should be yours for 20,000. as I've said before, a lot of the prices out here tend to be a little bit high, and we'll just leave it at that. Nice 64 wagon. Country sedan. I believe we've seen this one before at an event, either here or maybe Long Beach or something. There's a marquee. It's smashed in the back. I was actually at an estate sale the other day looking for records, and they had a 2000 marquee for sale for $600, but it had like 270,000 miles on it. But it looked like it was about the same condition as my car. But I would have bought it if I had lower miles for my mother, because she needs a car, but I just can't see putting her in a car with that many miles. Here's a very clean Lincoln Mark IV Continental for the Malaise guys. $18,000. Okay, it's a very nice car, but I've owned a few of these, and I will say when I sold them, I didn't get anywhere near $18,000 for it. Those are, you can still find those fairly regularly for a very much more reasonable price. It's a nice Charger, early Charger. Of course, I'm pretty cheap. I'm like the king of the sub $1,000 car deal. If you know what I mean. They are still out there, folks. Some quick walking through. Some of my favorite classic cars I own, I paid less than $1,000 for. And I'm not talking about years ago either. They are still out there. They're not your super high dollar desirable vehicles, but they aren't terrible either. Yeah, we still got cars rolling in here as the morning moves on. It just took me about 5 minutes to find an area where no one was playing music, so we're gonna go to this Buick Grand National. So it's intercooled, but I don't think it's an 87 because the grill's not the 87 fully blacked out grill. I think he just added the intercooled badges on it. 57 Nomad. So this one's got LS swap in it. Yours for $100K or best offer. There's a neat Charger. Just original enough. How about a California Special 68 Mustang? You don't see a lot of these anymore. I know they only made, I think, a few thousand of them. Of course, with the Carroll Shelby touches, this one has a Shelby gas cap on it, but they weren't necessarily Shelby cars. There's another one. This guy goes to Carcadia as well at the until some of the local shows, Pasadena, Arcadia area. How about a Corvette 440? Doesn't have a price, but actually I was behind this guy on the freeway this morning, this Mustang, coming off the freeway in the fog. How about a Colony Park wagon with the wood removed? That one has the rail, so it did have the wood originally. 63 Impala. Years ago, there was like a huge Cadillac contingency that would come out here, like a Cadillac club, had their own little area up front. That's probably 25, 30 years ago I'm talking about. The 62 Cadillac. I think I'm past all the music now. Literally, I just walked another half of a line where there was music. One thing that's good that's come out of me shooting these videos, I've actually lost some weight since I started doing it, and which has been good. Nice 60 Cad, and of course a DeLorean. But like I said, I have lost some weight since I started shooting these videos, since I'm walking all the time, and we got more music, so we'll shut this off. All right, so I'm past the music now, so here we go. Got a 65 Malibu drop top, 350 with 350 trans, 37,000. It's a lot like the one from Pulp Fiction. We're kind of rounding up on this, and I'll shoot some of the Volkswagen area today as well. But one time I shot it first. I am working my way back to the car slowly. It's a C10 pickup, could be yours for $5,000. I'm going to try to shoot this one even though there's music in the background, so I'm going to be talking fast to hopefully kill the music. 59 Olds 98 two-door hardtop. I just had to bring this one to you because you just don't ever see these. This one, pretty nice condition. Looks like they painted the 98 on the side, which is supposed to be chrome color, but just a very nice, very pretty car, and just going to bring it to you real fast so the music doesn't get flagged. I'm slowly walking towards the Volkswagen area, and I'm going to shoot as much as I can before we find some more music playing. Just give you an idea. A couple more 58 Impala convertibles there. Oh, there it is. All right, so that's the America car area because I seem to be back where all the car clubs are playing music. So we're going to check out the Volkswagens. We got this 62 Manx Dune Buggy, and that's a rear Nissan Volkswagen. But you didn't know those existed. You got some of the transporters. If you like transporters, we did the Octo Meet last year. I shot a video on that. Yeah. I don't believe they did one this year. And I like one of those because my kid likes Volkswagen transporters, so that was fun because I took her and she wasn't pulling on me to leave the whole time, which was definitely a plus. It's not even 9 o'clock, but you can still drink some beer here at the Pomona Swap Meet. So we'll get a hot dog.
Oh man, they got
Australia pop top. I think it's starting to get more crowded now that we're losing the fog. It's a real neat camper right here. Check this out.
Welcome to our home.
I'm not going to go there. There's kids over there, so.
I put all the kids in there.
We got a Raiders bus. Here's one of the Mexican manufactured transporters. $28,500 can buy the 73 Volkswagen thing. It's a 56 for 35,000. You see, definitely people are starting to come out a little bit more. I think next time my plan might be just to, even if it's foggy, just to start filming early on. Unfortunately, a lot of the vehicles haven't rolled in yet, but the clubs haven't started playing their music either at that point, so that might be the way to go next time. Whenever you come to the swap meet, if you haven't been out here, when you first walk in through the spectator entrance, the Volkswagens are the first. And actually across the way they have an entire area of nothing but parts for Volkswagens. And then further down by the American cars, there's across the way from that is where all the American car parts are. And they have a lot of other interesting stuff. I know guys that collect all sorts of things come out here just to even look, because many times they have, I've even found records out here before. I've actually found vintage scooter parts out here before as well. So the Coca-Cola Beetle. I'm gonna try to walk as fast as possible through the music. It's far away enough where we're not gonna have a problem.
The car, Greg. Buy it now.
Blades are coming through. Even have a little Saab coupe here, one of the little two-strokes. I believe that's one of the two-strokes. Actually, when we did Lemons Rally back in 2018, the car that won was a two-stroke Saab that, let's just say, was not safe for road use, but they took it on the whole rally anyway.
I talked to him at the
Give you an idea of, that's the rear Model T Volkswagen. They usually try to keep the cars in the sections they're supposed to be in, from what I've seen out here, but sometimes a few sneak over, such as the rear Chevrolet Volkswagen. That's a neat panel right there. Let's have a look at that. He's slowly creeping up. As I said, these old panels have become quite popular. I don't know if his clutch is out or if he's just moving slow.
We're like 50.
All right, that's going to wrap things up for this month's Pomona Swap Meet video. I'm not sure what I have next week. There's not too many large events. It might just be the video of the Skylark next weekend I'll post, which is one we definitely saved from being scrapped. Nice 71 Skylark coupe. Well, leave a comment as to what your favorite car was here. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Check out my second channel. Mike finds things for all things collectibles and mainly records, though. Actually, it's really mainly records now. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.